What are you sacrificing to get what you want? What are you sacrificing to get to where you want to be? Travis Soda Well, it's pure sound daily business. Today we're talking about change. And of course, change means sacrifice. To change one thing for another is to sacrifice one thing for the other. Now, I've been looking around. As I said, my main goal is to be working my business full time by next year. I've really been looking at my situation, where I'm at right now. And it doesn't bother me. But this goes into, I've had a plan. I moved into this apartment, and the whole goal was to level up. Like, that was a very general plan, not a plan like, oh, I'm going to do this and make this move. No. I'm not saying that. I knew that, and I told myself this, that this was going to be the last place I was going to be living like this. And this place was going to be dedicated to leveling up. This was going to be the last place I was going to work a job at. It may be, it may not be. However, if it's not, it's just going to be part of the plan. And I'm still going to be up out of that job. But what have I sacrificed? I mean, just this living situation. I really don't have a bed like that. Because I have a dedicated space to recording, to doing business. That's the office. When they show it to whoever's going to be living here after I leave, this will be the bedroom. But it's just, that's a sacrifice I made. I made a sacrifice living here just to cut finances, to live in a smaller place, to live in a place that's in Lincoln, Nebraska, one of the cheapest places in town. Ain't nothing glamorous about this place. It's a calculated financial move. And on with the finances. No, I don't. Really, the past couple years, I probably watched more entertainment than I have over a long time. So I just didn't watch entertainment, only read, self-improvement information. A lot of esoteric stuff. Then as I were trying different things out with business, as far as tried out Primerica, which is sales, insurance. I tried out my different talents. It's just the last thing of looking to start a food service business. I mean, it still works. I'm just saying, I got a whole lot of shelves. I got wire shelves with food on it. It was because of the food service business. Again, these things take up room. They don't look sexy. But it was, okay, this is what I'm doing. This is what we sacrifice in sexy and how things look for utility. Still got a lot of old supplies. Because I'm not cooking at that volume like I was. But again, these were adjustments I made. Even living by myself. Because I'm focused on what I'm focused on doing. And some of that has been, I gotta say, just the Most High. Not having me and the lady move in together. We've had our ups and downs. Being not living together. But I look at it now of, this was all coming together for this moment. For purpose to find me and me to make this push. Me to get frameworks of how to run a business from other online education, online business coaching entrepreneurs that lay the game out. And now I sit and look and I can just see. I don't care if you're making hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars. I can see what you're not doing. Because again, I've dedicated my life to learning this game. And now it's time for me to play the game. And that is a sacrifice. It's a sacrifice to my time, sacrifice to my energy. Again, still working a full-time job. Doesn't matter. Still got to come home, do the work, or get work in when I can, when there's break time, working weekends. Sometimes getting the work done, other times setting time aside and then not getting the work done and then having to deal with that. Like, man, these are all different sacrifices we make to make the change. And the key is to learn the lesson. It's what happens when you have a framework that you're working. Just as that last thing I said of setting time aside to do certain things. And then even if I don't get those things done, there's still a lesson. But I wouldn't really learn a lesson if I didn't have a framework saying, okay, this is how, what, when, where, why you do this. If I was just doing it myself, I'd be like, maybe I don't need to do it anyway. I don't like doing that, so I'm not going to do it. It'd just be me making decisions. Not me saying, oh, this is a part of business. This is what the most successful people do. And if I don't do it, then I'm not going to be one of the most successful people. So I either make that decision to say, all right, well, I'm just going to take that hit. I'm not going to be that successful. I'm going to be less successful than what these people that are very successful say to do. And that's what people do day in, day out. Now, unless you have some issues, right? There are reasonable issues. Some of us are in need of healing. We're not in a transformational, transitional period. We could be in a healing period. We might not even be the healing period yet, though. That's the thing. We may still be going through it. We may need to get into the healing period. And sometimes we may need healing in one area of our life while we're going through a transition and a transformation in another area of life. We may be going through a transformation in one area of life and we haven't even hit the bottom. We haven't cleared out the mess to even begin healing in another area of life. Life's complicated. That's what frameworks are for. Frameworks for success. That's what we talk about here. There are other frameworks in other areas of life. But the biggest part that I've seen is there's a deficiency of even having the soil prepped for a framework. Now, that's where this concept of having a dirty mind comes in. That people think they're ready and they're just plain not. They got too much baggage. Their mind's too dirtied up from living their life. That's why if you frequent any kind of self-help, which I don't believe in self-help anyway. We all need a coach. Any kind of upliftment, leveling up, growth and development. You'll hear, especially if they're a coach, they'll talk about the two hardest people to help are grown people and academics. People that know stuff, people that think they know stuff. So it's not even very, it's just hard. But I think it's because grown people think they ready and may have some money or may have some time to check on some things and then want to run their mouth. Compared to young people who either aren't interested or don't have the money, if they are interested a lot of times. But the point is, you gotta sacrifice something to make a change, to grow and develop. So again, what are you sacrificing? And the real question is, how serious are you? Because if you're not willing to make the sacrifice, then you ain't that serious. And it's all right if you ain't that serious. But stop wasting your time and stop wasting someone else's time. And if you want to get serious, well then, you got to start washing up your dirty mind. Get some new ideas and some new experiences that flip that switch that make you want to level up. Are you happy with where you at? And are you headed to where you want to be? It's Travis Soderwell. It's Pure Sound Daily Business. Peace.